Yo, Hawkeye Holler Nation, stand up and welcome back to the channel. Now, I did promise you guys an Eliminator race, and it is in this video. Now, all the cars you saw in the Demolition Derby are back with one special guest. You guys can see that right now. It is the big bad Ford F-150, our reigning King of the Hill for the Hot Wheels. Now, we will be having a King of the Hill for the Hot Wheels coming up here in a few months, so I hope you guys are looking forward to that. Been stocking up on a lot of cars. They will be performing here on the scale, quarter-mile, 6-lane drag way, and I am so looking forward to that. Looking forward to the big bad Ford F-150 defending his crown. Can he do it? I honestly have no idea. A lot of cool cars have come out in the past year that I've been stocking up on, and I think they're gonna go toe-to-toe with the King. It's gonna be a good one. You're not gonna wanna miss it, so definitely make sure you are subscribed and have that bell rung. Become part of the Hawkeye Holler Nation today, your home for DIECAST racing. Now, this is Hawkeye Holler 2, where we race Hot Wheels. Now, over on the main channel, Hawkeye Holler is where we are racing monster trucks. Now, over there, got a very cool video coming up for that, featuring the dragons that I currently own for Spin Master, not for Hot Wheels. Technically, there's really only one dragon for the Hot Wheels monster trucks, that is Mega Rex. He will not be participating in this event because he would just wipe the field clean. We want to keep it fair. That's why we don't mix the Spin Master trucks and the Hot Wheels trucks together, because honestly, those two companies, the kind of trucks they both put out, they don't compete well with one another. One is definitely more supreme, that being Hot Wheels. But you guys are getting spoiled this week. I'm going to be putting out multiple videos on this channel, Hawkeye Holler 2. We got a very cool video, a two-parter I should say, coming up, where we will be racing the Hot Wheels Racerverse cars against the Mario Kart Hot Wheels in a tournament. See which ones perform better than the others. First video will be with the Hot Wheels Racerverse versus Mario Karts on a, I'm thinking a loop track, maybe on the 6-lane super stretch. So we will have one team against another team performing in the first video. Same with the second video, where we will keep this fair. We will put these cars on the Mario Kart Rainbow Road, so definitely look forward to those videos coming up this week. We're gonna have a lot of fun. So 3 videos in a week for this channel. Very cool. Now, you guys didn't get a video this past Sunday. Unfortunately, the video I did film, when I was editing it, a lot of the clips were corrupted, so I'm sorry about that. I didn't want to film that video again just because the first one was so perfect. It would be hard to recreate what actually happened in that video. But anywho, I don't want to drag out this intro any longer. We're gonna go ahead, head trackside, and get to racing and see who is going to take it on the Eliminator. One of my favorite events I hold here on this channel. So lots of chaos, lots of crashes, and lots of big air. A lot of these vehicles are gonna go flying. Hopefully they don't fly into my Camaro. I would be very devastated if that happens. So hopefully the safer area I built, as you guys can see, kind of right back there. Hopefully it holds strong and doesn't send these cars into my personal car. Anywho, let's go ahead, head trackside. Definitely subscribe and drop a like on the video if you're into diecast racing. It definitely helps me out in the long run. Let's get to it. So I personally will be up at the start gate controlling the cars. I don't like using the string for the Hot Wheels racing just because some of these cars tend to get stuck, especially like this McLaren right here. He does have a very low splitter, and I don't want to see him catching and potentially losing this race. So with that being said, I don't really know where I will have the main camera. I think it probably will be maybe, I don't know, I kind of like this angle, maybe back here just a little ways, and then we will definitely have the finish line cam, the slow-mo. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun. Let's get to it. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good vantage point. Now, I will have my phone up at the start gate holding the trigger down, so you guys will get the downhill action, and of course the slow-mo is off to the side over here. You guys are gonna see the action here, and you will see them racing down 4 wide into the Eliminator pit, as I like to call it. You will see a little bit of my car here, so hopefully that doesn't bother you guys too much. Maybe I'll try and edit in post, kind of just maybe zoom in a little bit, get the car out, but anywho, yeah, let's race. Now, remember, this is one and done racing. We will have the Chevy Camaro, Diesel Boy, the Subaru 22B, and that big Ford Raptor in the first race. I hope you guys are ready for this Eliminator racing action. Let's go. Let's go. we are starting the chaos off early. There is the Chevy Camaro, the Raptor, into the foot of Godzilla. I'm sure that makes him very happy. At least it wasn't Kong. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There is Diesel Boy. It looks like the Subaru 22B will move on to the next round, the final round. What a cool looking car. Those Zamet cars are just chef's kiss. Race number 2 for the Eliminator brings us to the tuned Ram 1500. You got the Hyper Van. I believe that's Hyper Van. Then you got the dairy delivery right there in the far lane, along with the little delivery van right next to him with the Toy Story livery. Alrighty, race number 2 lined up and ready to go. We're sending the big boys. Here we go. Oh no! Well, you're just gonna go. Whee! Crash. Here we go. Oh no! Well, you're just gonna go. Whee! All right, let's take a little bit of a look at our carnage. There is the guy that came down last, the Toy Story van. Dairy Delivery really had higher hopes for him. There is the Ram 1500, but look at this, the little Hyper Van, Hyper Express. I don't know, it's cool looking, got the Goodyear wheels. He did win, but man, oh man, look at this. Wonder how he made it through. We'll have to check out how he won this race in post. It was a great drag race between the Ram and Hyperliner. I didn't even have to look at the bottom. It came right to me. Hyperliner, great race between him and the Ram. He is moving on to the final round against the Subaru. We got 2 more cars advancing to the final round. Who's it gonna be? Race number 3 for the Eliminator brings us to the McLaren Elva, Geoterra, the Shelby Mustang, and then Fandango. All right, here we go. Let's drop those gates. Let's drop those gates. Not as much carnage in this race. It looks like the faster cars were able to make it to the triggers before the slower ones. Geoterra, Fandango, and the Mustang are eliminated. McLaren Elva moving on. All right, race number 4 and our final race for the first round brings us to the dump truck. You got the McLaren F1, Chevy Camaro Z28, and then the big bad Ford F-150, the reigning king of the hill, who has won on this track before. All right, a lot of heavy hitters in this one, a lot of fast cars. Here we go. Here we go. And the chaos continues. The big bad Ford F-150, the king, was on the way to winning this, but as he hit the first leg of the Eliminator, it looks like he did get loose and he crashed out. That gives the win to the McLaren. That is 2 McLarens in the final round. Holy moly. Let's head there next. But before we head into the final round, which will be you need to win 2 races to win it all, I got to give a huge thank you to my Patreon members and my YouTube members for always holding down the port, not only here on the secondary channel, but also on the main channel. Your guys' donations every single month mean the world to me, and I cannot thank you guys enough. You guys help fund videos just like this, so I appreciate the continued support here on the channels. Like I said, really means a lot to me. So if you are not already a Patreon member or a YouTube member, consider becoming one today if you are able. $2.99 a month for the YouTube memberships. That link is down below. And I have 4 amazing tiers of Patreon memberships. Head down to those links, check them out, get your name right here on the big screen. We are on the road to 15,000 subscribers on the main channel and 3,000 here on the second channel. So definitely make sure you subscribe to both as well. Now, let's head to the final round. You need to win 2 races. All right, the final round is set. As I mentioned, you need to win 2 races, so we could be here for a while if we see each one of these vehicles get a win. So it is the Subaru 22B Hyperliner, the McLaren Elva and then the McLaren F1 GTR. Who's it gonna be? All right, it's gonna be a good race. The 4 best are here. Let's go. Oh my goodness, definitely a knockdown, drag them out brawl. Look at these, all 3 racing to the finish, but the Subaru did raise up the flag. They will win first. Let's switch lanes and do it again. Can the Subaru go back to back? All right, I do have the lanes all switched up. Let's race. I personally don't think the Subaru can go back to back. I really think where this McLaren is the money lane, the F1 to be exact. Here we go. Man, into the grandstands it looked like. Man, into the grandstands it looked like. Oh my goodness, of course, with it being the final race, the winner is decided. We will get to it momentarily. But man, oh man, the track has won once again. Into the grandstands went Hyperliner. Luckily, he just bounced off the edge. He didn't really fly into our patrons. Oh my goodness, that was a close call. I think half of them are, gone at this point. But anywho, it doesn't matter. Hyperliner there, and it was one hell of a drag race between the Subaru and the Elva, who is right there. But the Subaru gets it done. He goes back to back. He will win here on the Eliminator track. What a great race we had today. I had a ton of fun with this one. Always leave it to the final race to be entertaining, and holy smokes, it was. Let's go ahead, get away from trackside, and wrap up this video. Again, had a ton of fun. And there you have it, Hawkeye Holler Nation. Another Eliminator race in the books. Nice to see the Subaru 22B be so strong. Will we enter him into the King of the Hill, see how well he is on, just straight up drag racing? I don't think so, just because I have so many new cars waiting to race. They've been waiting in the wings for so very long, so we got to give them their opportunity to race. That Subaru 22B has raced on the King of the Hill before, and of course, as we know, he has now become king. If you guys want to check out older Hot Wheels King of the Hill racing, head over to the main channel. I do have a playlist for that. So go check it out. But here on Hawkeye Holler 2, this is where all the Hot Wheels content will be from here on out. That is why I created this second channel. But that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Had a ton of fun with this one, as I've stated at least 3 times by now. Do all the good stuff, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Definitely make sure you're part of the Hawkeye Holler Nation today. Not only here on Hawkeye Holler 2, but also over on the main channel, where we're getting ready to do the Father of Dragons monster truck race. We're going to have a ton of fun with that one. If you're able, consider becoming a Patreon member or a YouTube member today. You can find those links down below. Rep your official Hawkeye Holler merch. I want to see more people out there wearing the Peace, Love, and DIECAST racing merchandise. You can find all that stuff in my Teespring store. But that's going to be it. I will see you guys next time, right back here at the Holler for another episode. Don't really know what we're going to do with the Hot Wheels racing after we do the Hot Wheels Racer versus Mario Karts, but we definitely got we'll definitely come up with some good racing. Thank you guys. I'll see you later. Be kind to yourself, be kind to one another, and remember, love is what makes the world go round. Peace, love, and DIECAST racing. I am out of here. Peace.